social media, or even if you haven't, so many others have been reposting her posts, her dancing, etc. So we're going to get into the different conspiracies on what people and fans and friends and family of Britney think are going on with her. So get your favorite blankie. I have mine so that I can be nice and cuddly with you guys. Just sit back and relax, and let's get into this conspiracy. If you see me looking off to the side, it's because I have my notebook here. And I took some notes. I did my homework. So, yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. Alright, let's get into it. So, as of recent, there has been, like I said, a lot of things on Britney's social medias that are a little bit concerning to some people. I know that from what I've seen, Britney loves to dance. That's her thing, and from what I've seen, I believe that's what makes her the happiest. That's when she's in her element, and she has been posting on TikTok, and Instagram these different dance routines that she makes up to different songs. And her hair is a little bit disheveled, and her makeup is a little heavy, like dark eyeliner, and her choice of clothing is kind of like early 2000s style. And unfortunately, many people are very mean to her about it and leave her very nasty comments, which is not okay, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more. Bullying is so tragic and disgusting and unacceptable, and unfortunately, people who bully are people who hurt others are hurt. They're hurting, and that doesn't make it okay. And yeah, so like I said, I'll get into that a little more in a minute. I don't want to ramble on too much about that. Let's focus on the topic at hand, Britney. So like I was saying, a lot of Britney's friends and family, including her mother, are concerned for her because of the way she's acting, and because of some of the things that are happening behind the scenes, things that we don't see as fans. And let's get into a little bit of it. So Britney Spears' father and lawyer have had control over her assets and money for over 12 years as part of a court-ordered conservatorship. What is a conservatorship, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Conservatorship is when a judge appoints a person to manage an incapacitated person or minor's financial and personal affairs. she was placed in a mental institution by her father, whose name is Jamie. At this time, Britney Spears' father claimed his daughter had dementia and was unable to care for herself or her two children. So, because of that, that's when, she ended up going to court. And her father ended up getting conservatorship and became her, parental advisor, pretty much. So all of her rights are stripped at that point, and she pretty much has the rights of a 10-year-old, which is just awful. She's not allowed, to this day, she's not allowed to do any live interviews. They all have to be pre-recorded. And this is kind of where some theories are going to come in of conspiracies. And like I said, they're not just coming from fans of Britney's, they're coming from family and friends as well. Her mother has also voiced her concerns as far as Britney goes and Britney's well-being being under this conservatorship. Rumors and theories are swarming, saying that Britney is being held against her will and being taken advantage of. And controlled. Fans, friends, and family are saying that Britney is no longer in need of the conservatorship anymore. So, fans have began a hashtag Free Britney movement. Fans have noticed Britney's quote-unquote strange behaviors online and on social media. Some claim that she is doing certain things as a cry for help. Britney is never seen outside of her home anymore, and it's been that way for quite a while. Everything that she does online is either in her home or in her backyard. Many fans and friends have reached out to Britney and are leaving tons and tons, thousands and thousands of comments underneath these videos and posts saying, Britney, are you okay? Give us some signs. Let us know that you need help. And Britney's done some Q&As, like mini Q&As on her Instagram stories. And, those comments, there's no way that you can't see them. They're so visible. They literally take over probably 80% of her comment section, along with other very rude, nasty comments of people who are not concerned and are just there to make fun of her, which is unacceptable. Clearly, Britney's dealing with, some mental things even before she was in her father's care. She was dealing with some mental things, and mental health problems are very serious, and to judge somebody for that is just terrible. And I hope that everybody here watching this knows that that's just not a right thing to do. Your words mean so much to other people, and when somebody is obviously there's a reason, you know. And people say it's because everything that she posts and does has to be approved before it goes online, which is just absolutely terrible. So in one of Britney's many dancing videos where she choreographs the dance moves, you know, she looked a little disheveled, and of course people underneath started going in the comments, and flooded the comments telling Britney that if she needed help, if she wanted help, that she needed to wear a yellow shirt in her next post, and that would be like her cry for help. That would be her way of notifying the fans without physically saying that she needed help. And it was literally the first comment, the most liked comment under that video. So if she read her comments or looked at them at all, she would have seen that first. So the very next post that she did on Instagram was another choreographed dance, and she was wearing a yellow shirt. And they also asked if she would spin in circles in her dance video if she needed help, and she wore a yellow shirt and she spun in circles in the video. So coincidence? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I think. You guys let me know what you think down below. I'm curious. Also, in another Instagram post, somebody analyzed the whole entire post and made a TikTok about it. That's where I got this information from. In one of her dancing videos, she had a white hat as kind of like a prop for the dancing, and the way she's holding the hat, she kind of has her finger pointed to something that looks like dirt from far away on the hat. But the girl in the TikTok zoomed in on it really, really closely, because the way that Britney was holding the hat, like you would normally just hold a hat like this, but she purposely was like almost pointing to this, you know, dirt spot. And when you zoom in on the hat, it literally says H-E-L-P written backwards. I believe if you want to look it up on TikTok, it's there. It's very hard to see, and like the girl said, she had to take a screenshot and zoom in to be able to read what it was. And then Britney, after she posted that, their very next post was telling people, hey guys, I just posted, you know, this dance video of, in the video I used a hat as a prop, and she capitalized just the word hat, so that if people weren't looking for the hat, they would now, because she brought attention to it, if you know what I mean. She highlighted that she used this hat as a prop. So I don't know, I mean, to me that's too many things to be coincidental. I don't know, I want it to be looked into for her sake and for her children's sake. She's a human being and she deserves that, you know what I mean? People have also claimed that Britney has been given an excessive amount of antipsychotic medication, given her the appearance of looking out of it, and supposedly this certain medication makes you very disheveled and almost absent-minded, and you know, they're saying that this explains why she always, you know, doesn't look her best. So yeah, I don't know if that's true. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is just conspiracies. Not all of this stuff is factual, so take it with a grain of salt. As far as her sons go, Britney had 2 sons with Kevin Federline. Hopefully I'm saying his last name right. she was super excited about it. And I guess her father fell down with some health issues. Was never come out as to what those health issues were, but an announcement was made that Britney would be canceling her residency because she wanted to stay and help her father and nurse him back to health. Supposedly at that time she wasn't nursing her father back to health. Supposedly she told a judge on May 10th at a hearing that her father put her in a mental institution against her will and was giving her drugs. So, this happened in 2019, and I guess she was saying that the reasoning of him putting her there was because she was refusing to take her medication, the psychotic medication. So he put her in this institution and put out, this statement that was from Britney, supposedly. No, it's just crazy. But, like I said, a lot of friends and family are showing their concern at this time, like celebrity Rose McGowan, Paris Hilton, Snooki, and Miley. They have all voiced their concerns for Britney, claiming she is trapped and needs help. And they've also used the hashtag Free Britney, Free Britney, Free Britney. So to kind of wrap everything up, there's definitely concerns, and like I said, I hope that it is legally looked into by somebody who's not a part of Britney's team. Back in the day, I guess she fired her bouncer, and then when her dad got conservatorship, he hired those people back. It's just very sketchy, very, very sketchy. And supposedly when she was shaving her head back in 2007, the bodyguard that was with her opened the window so that paparazzi could see her shaving her head and take photos of her. Just a lot of very troublesome, weird stuff going on. And, like I said, to wrap it up, regardless of what is going on, it's never okay to make fun of somebody or bully them. You have no idea what's going on with people behind closed doors. There's so much more that you don't see, and you just need to be kind. She's dealing with so much, and probably more than 50% of the people in those comments don't even know about it. They just see her, looking disheveled and dancing around her house and get enjoyment out of going in her comments and dragging her. It's like, if she wants to dance, girl, dance. If that's what makes her happy, let her be happy. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and, best of luck to Britney and her boys. Just so we're bringing Britney is a queen. She is such an entertainer and such a talented dancer. And yeah, super sad story, but I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you like videos like this, I do have a Patreon. I do have a Patreon. Where I do lots of story times, personal, juicy stuff, true crime. I'm going to do a hair brushing, playing